What's happening, my fellow Rangers? My name is Mega Ranger 026, and I'm back again with a brand new video. And as you can see, we are on Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Because we're on a bit of a different video than what I have done in the past. I know I was on Master Duel for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Masochist series a few months ago, but this is going to be a deck profile. Blue Eyes White Dragon. The new Blue Eyes cards from the structure deck that came out last month are actually in Master Duel today, surprisingly. And I was able to get them all to make a deck. And this is that set deck. So I thought I would show the deck profile, say what you're meant to do with deck, like how your plays are meant to be. And yeah, it's just a bit of a different video, because why not? So without any further ado, here we go. So, I'm going to do it like this, of having this border so you can see the effects and all that. But of course, we have the legendary Blue Eyes White Dragon himself. You play 2 copies because, my god, play anything less and you will struggle, play anything more and you will see it every single time you open a hand. So yeah, 2 Blue Eyes. You need it. Next, we have Effect Veiler. I play 2, and partially because I don't have enough to craft another one, but also I think 2 actually is alright, because in this deck you can search Effect Failure like nowhere's business. So like, I don't really think you need Effect Failure at more than 2. 3 would obviously be great, but I think 2 is still fine. And then next you have your 1 card starter, Sage with Eyes of Blue. This card is at 3 no matter what you do. Its effect is, when this card is normal summoned, you can add a level 1 light tuner monster from your deck to your hand, except itself, and you can discard it to target an effect monster you control, send it to the graveyard, and special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your deck. This card is integral, you need it at 3. Anything less and you will struggle very much. And the cards that you would normally be searching off of, you can search Effect Veiler, of course. Here is another one, Master with Eyes of Blue, which its effect is, when this card is normal summoned, you can target 1 light tuner monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. And its second effect is, you can shuffle this card from your graveyard into the deck, then target 1 effect monster you control, send it to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your graveyard other than that's the sent monster. It's basically an extra way to extend your plays. You're morely using a force normal summon effect. And another card that you need to play at 3. This is one of the brand new cards in the Blue Eyes deck, which is Maiden of White. So basically, to summarize its effect, you send it to the graveyard, put True Light on your field, which True Light is this card here. It's basically Eternal Soul for Blue Eyes White Dragon, so makes your Blue Eyes untargetable by card effects. If it's sent from the field to the graveyard, you destroy all monsters you control, so you have to be careful about that. And then its other effects is you can use 1 of these per turn of just special summon Blue Eyes from your hand or graveyard, or set a spell or trap that mentions Blue Eyes from your deck to your field. Or I think it can be from... No, yeah, it's from deck. But yeah. So Maiden basically does that, and then another effect she has is, if she's in the graveyard and you special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can special summon her back from the graveyard. And another effect is, if she's targeted by battle or card effects, you can special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon or 1 level 1 light tuner from your graveyard. All around, my god, this card makes this deck just so crazy. I'm running 2 Ghost Ogre because in this format, I feel like Ghost Ogre can kind of be good. I mean, of course, if you're in the mirror match, Ghost Ogre is amazing because you just Ghost Ogre their True Light and you're able to stop them at that. Of course, 3 Ash Blossom, not really anything more needs to be said here. I opted not to play Max C here because, I don't know, I might put Max C in, but I'll see what I'll do. Right now, I don't have it in, might change that. We have weird flex spot, Dictator of D. So, as while you control a Blue Eyes monster, you can choose the targets for your opponent's attacks. That can come in if you have Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, it can do stuff. But another thing this can do is just send the Blue Eyes from your hand or deck to your graveyard, summon itself, and it can discard the Blue Eyes or card that mentions it to summon the Blue Eyes monster from your graveyard. I'm playing two of it just as like a extender in a way, and I feel like it definitely does have its use cases. And then another new card that has come out for the Blue Eyes archetype is Neo Kaiser Seahorse. So this card is, if you control Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can special summon it from your hand. Great. And you can target a light tuner you control, increase or decrease its level by 1. This can target itself, so it can make it become a level 3. And if you have Blue Eyes on field with, say, Maiden, and this is a level 3, you can go into the new Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon, but we'll get to Ultimate Spirit when we get there. And another effect this has is basically Foolish Burial for Blue Eyes White Dragons or a card that mentions Blue Eyes. Or sorry, Blue Eyes monsters. I mean, that's really good because you can send Blue Eyes Jet Dragon to the graveyard, and Blue Eyes Jet Dragon can summon itself back with its effect, which is great. And I think... Oh, well, we're on Dragon Spirit of White next. I'm playing this because it actually comes up, and there is another card that when it comes out, I'll probably replace this, which is Lightstorm Dragon. It basically is this effect, but has another effect, which I think it's like if it's sent to the graveyard or something, you can set a spell or trap, but you need a normal monster to activate it. It's pretty good, and that's a synchro monster. This is basically always treated as a normal monster while in the hand of grave, but if it's normal or special summon, you can target spell trap your opponent controls and banish it, so that could be really useful. And then if your opponent controls a monster, quick effect, you can tribute this to special summon Blue Eyes from your hand. It absolutely has its use cases, and I think it's a good card to have just for the utility's sake. And then, of course, as I said, Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, just a great card. Other cards you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects, so it's protection for you. And also, it has other effects, but can only activate them while Blue Eyes is on your field or in your graveyard. You're going to have Blue Eyes in your graveyard every single game, unless you just literally get hand trapped by your opponent 100 times. So, if a card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this from your graveyard. If it was there when the card was destroyed, or hand, even if not. So, that means if it's sent after a card is destroyed, like when that card's destroyed, if this is being sent there, or if it's in the hand, you can summon it. It's a weird ruling thing that if you know, you know. But another effect that has is at start of damage step, if this card battles, you can target a card your opponent controls, return to the hand. It's a brilliant effect. It has great use cases. And yeah. Next, I'm playing 3 Nibiru. Again, just good hand trap. Like, we all know what Nibiru does. And then next is Synchro Rumble. Good card. So, target a level 7 or a level 1 tuner or a level 7 or 8 dragon synchro monster in your graveyard. Special summon it in defense. Also, for the rest of the turn, you cannot special summon from the extra deck except synchro monsters. We do not care about that lock. And if a level 7 or 8 dragon synchro monster or crimson dragon you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. That effect basically just comes in specifically for crimson because we're not really playing level 8 or 7 dragon synchros, unfortunately. All our synchros are really level 9. So mainly you use this card to summon a tuner instead of a level 7 or 8 dragon synchro, which, I mean, this is just being able, and this can be searched by Crimson Dragon, so there's that too. But next we have another, you need 3 of this, and there's no exceptions. Wishes for Eyes of Blue, another new Blue Eyes card, and it is ridiculous. It is Melody of Awakening Dragons on steroids. So, discard a card from your hand, add a level 1 Light Tuner, and a spell or trap that mentions Blue Eyes from your deck to your hand, which is ridiculous, just getting 2 cards that are very essential. And then you can banish it from your graveyard, target a Blue Eyes White Dragon you control, and equip a Blue Eyes monster from your extra deck to that monster, and it gives it 400 attack. This effect comes in specifically for one card we have in the extra deck, which when we get to that card, I'll mention it again. But this card just immensely beautiful. it can be set off of True Light and then can be activated same turn that's set, so therefore it just instantly gets its value. And yeah, just great card. And then next we have Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragon. So this is another new card that you don't need 3 of. I'm playing 2. You could probably even play 1. I just think 2 is good because it can summon from basically anywhere. So, if special summons in defense position a Blue Eyes White Dragon, Blue Eyes monster from your deck, graveyard, or banishment. But if you control no Blue Eyes White Dragon, you have to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. Also, you cannot special summon for the extra deck except Dragon Monsters. Our entire extra deck Dragon Monsters, that is perfectly fine. And it has another effect that you can banish it to fusion summon using monsters from your hand or field, including a Blue Eyes monster. That effect doesn't really come up that much, but it does come up sometimes, definitely. So, like, there will be those moments where it comes up, and if it does, it's great. But again, it's not really going to be used at all. You're really using this to summon Blue Eyes. And if you don't have Blue Eyes, then you can summon, for instance, Dragon Spirit of White, because even though Dragon Spirit of White is called that, it's always treated as a Blue Eyes card. So if you control Blue Eyes White Dragon, you could summon Dragon Spirit of White with this, banish an opponent's spell trap. Great play. And then next we have Mausoleum of White. This is the very old Blue Eyes field spell that never really was useful because it was just a bit too slow. But of course, with the new Link monster, we can search this card, so now it becomes really good. Just basically, you can normal summon a level 1 Light Tuner in addition to your normal summon, which is great. And you can target a monster you control, send Blue Eyes White Dragon, basically, from your deck to your graveyard to make that monster gain attack equal to its level. You're really doing that just to get the Blue Eyes in the graveyard. So yeah, that's why that's there. I'm playing 1 Called by the Grave. I know you can play 2, but I don't think you need 2. Really and truly, I don't. 1's probably enough in this deck. Next, and this is why the fusion effect of Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragon doesn't come in, because we're playing Ultimate Fusion, which is the fusion spell card for Blue Eyes. It just literally does basically the same thing. And it shuffles the materials from the hand, field, and or graveyard into the deck, so borderline anywhere. And if you use the Blue Eyes White Dragon on field, you are able to destroy cards your opponent controls up to the number of Blue Eyes White Dragons you used. Normally, this is only going to be 1, but even at that, just getting a destruction effect, like, and I'm pretty sure it's non-target. Yeah, it's non-target destruction. It's still pretty good. Like, just even having the 1 will work a lot. And there's only 1 fusion monster we summon with it, which I will show you when we get to it. Of course, triple imperm. That's just standard. Next, we have the well, not final new card. We have 1 final new cards, which is Majesty of the White Dragons. This card is very good. Basically, you show up to 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. In our case, we show up to 2 from pretty much anywhere. I think it's in your hand, face of field, and or graveyard, and destroy an equal number of cards your opponent controls. This is non-target destruction, and this is such a good card for that. So that's amazing. It's got another effect which you can ritual summon a Blue Eyes monster. Well, basically, ritual summon using Blue Eyes. You're never using that effect. We're not playing rituals, so that just will never come up. Of course, True Light again, as has been said. And then now, here is the fusion monster that we will summon either off Ultimate Fusion or by its own effect. Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. This thing can just clear up boards. Like, literally that's what this thing does. So basically, it can either be summoned via, again, Ultimate Fusion, or it can be summoned via its own effect, which is tributing a Blue Eyes White Dragon equipped with a fusion monster. This is where the extra effect of Wishes for Eyes of Blue comes in, because the card that we will attach to Blue Eyes is Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. We never summon this card. Literally the only reason it's in here is its final effect, which is when a card or effect is activated, it targets a Blue Eyes monster you control. Quick effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard, negate the activation if you destroy that card. It's basically a way of protecting our blue eyes from being destroyed. And that's why it's great, because we can just attach it with wishes, and then we could immediately tribute off into the Tyrant Dragon if needed. So that's why it's a great card. And then the next thing I'm playing, this is a unique thing for me. I'm playing Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. It's an on-field Omni Negate, and also if it inflicts damage to your opponent, you can special summon a tuner from your graveyard. So that could get back your Neo Kaiser, your Sage, your Master, or your Maiden. It just basically gives you extra plays that you can do. Because if you use this and you summon back Neo Kaiser Seahorse, you can make Neo Kaiser go down to level 3 and use this plus Neo Kaiser to go into one of your level 12s. So that could be really versatile. Of course, we have 3 Blue-Eyed Spirit Dragon. They are essential. Like, you will go into this every single game. Literally every game. So it basically is a graveyard negate, and it also contributes itself if it's synchro summon special summon a light dragon synchro from your extra deck in defense, but destroyed during the end phase. That's fine. Next, we play Stardust Seraph Divine Dragon, which is one of the targets that Crimson Dragon will summon. So this card, the first time any of your cards will be destroyed with battle or card effect, they're not. So that is a way of stopping the Spirit Dragon's final effect of destroying your cards. This will prevent that from happening. And then this is also a monster negate that can destroy any card on the field after, so you could negate that monster and then destroy another card on the field, which is very useful. And its third effect of banishing those cards to target Stardust in your graveyard, that never comes up because we're not playing Stardust. Next, we have Cosmic Blazar Dragon. Again, another card to summon off of Crimson Dragon. This is basically banishing it until the end phase of that said turn that you do it. To when your opponent activates a card or effect, you can negate the activation or destroy that card. Or if they summon a monster, you can negate the activation and destroy that monster. Or, sorry, negate the summon and destroy that monster. Or when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can negate that attack and end the battle phase. It's just a obscenely versatile card for all that's worth. And that's why you absolutely play it. And here is the card that makes all these cards possible to be played. Crimson Dragon. So, how you get into the Crimson Dragon normally is you would summon a Spirit Dragon, tag it out into this, and this, when it's summoned, can add a card that mentions itself, which is Synchro Rumble, and then you can target a level 7 or a higher Synchro monster on the field, except itself, return this to the extra deck, special summon a Dragon Synchro from the extra deck with that same level as the targeted monster, and it's treated as a Synchro summon. That's how we can summon these two. This must be Synchro summon. That is a Synchro summon, the same as this. So that's how we can get into these two monsters, which is amazing that we can do that. And then the card that this will target for its effect to summon another one is the new Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon, which I am playing 2 of because, as I said before, with the Hopper Dragon Archfiend Abyss play, you can hard summon into this. This takes 2 plus... Sorry, I'm wrong. I'm actually wrong about that play. That's my bad. I forgot that this takes 2 plus tuners. But either way, yeah, this card basically stops your opponent from banishing from your graveyard, which is great because it stops bestials and called by the grave and all that. And then it is an on-field Omni Negate that when it negates something, it gains 1000 attack, and if it is destroyed by a battle or card effect, you can special summon a light dragon monster from your graveyard. So that could be a Spirit Dragon, it could be really anything. Like, for instance, you could summon the Dragon Spirit of White if you wanted to get a spell or trap pop or banish. You could summon back Neo Kaiser if you need to. You could summon back this. Like, this, there's really anything that can be summoned back. It's really versatile. And then as I said, you play 2 of that. Next, we have Indigo Eyes Silver Dragon, the last new Blue Eyes card. I'm playing this as, like, it is useful in its own cases. So basically, it's a rank 8 Xyz monster that cannot attack unless it has a normal monster as material. You're basically summoning this with Blue Eyes every time, so you should have that. And then you can use the following effects of this card once per turn. If this card is Xyz summoned, you can negate the effects of all face-up cards your opponent controls, which is very useful because just basically, if you get to turn 3, like you went turn 1, they went turn 2, you go turn 3, if you can summon into this, just make their board, like turn their board off, you're pretty much winning from there. And another effect that this has is it can detach a material, target Blue Eyes Red Dragon, or I guess Dragon Spirit of White if you wish, in the Graveyard of Banishment and special summon it, and it gains 1,000 attack. It's basically a way of just OTKing your opponent. That's really what this card is for, and I think it's actually quite useful. And then, I'm sorry, I forgot that there's one other new card, which is a very powerful card. So this is Spirit Eyes of Blue, a new Link 1 for Blue Eyes. You play 2 of it because you can turn your spellcasters into dragons, which is very useful for the last card, as you can see there. But this card, basically, you cannot special summon dragon monster, or you cannot special summon except dragon monsters while this is on the field. Your entire deck plays the dragon. You're fine. You can only use each of the following effects this card once per turn. If it's link summoned, you can take a Mausoleum of White from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. You're always adding it to hand. Mausoleum has an effect that you can banish it to add Burst Stream, but we're not playing Burst Stream of Destruction, so there's no need. You just always add it from your hand. And then the other effect that this has is you can tribute this card to special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your hand or graveyard, but if you summon an effect monster from your graveyard by this effect, it cannot attack and its effects are negated. So cool interaction is you summon this, get Mausoleum, activate Mausoleum, use Mausoleum, target this to make this gain attack, send the Blue Eyes, tribute this, special summon Blue Eyes. That's really what you're going to be doing with that, and that's how you play. So that just makes your plays go up. And then finally, as the last card I'm playing, it is 1 Hieratic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. Just good dragon support. If it's in the extra monster zone, you can tribute 1 monster from your hand or field. It can be this. Return a face-up card on the field to the hand. And if this is tributed, you can special summon a dragon monster from your hand or deck and make its attack or defense 0. You can, again, summon Dragon Spirit of White to banish a card. You could summon Jet Dragon if you wish. Like, there's multiple cards that you can summon with this effect. And it can just come in handy. So, with that last card there, that is officially my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck profile for the new Blue Eyes cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you want to see me play this deck, I'd be more than happy to make a video on it, maybe do a live stream. I'm actually thinking about maybe doing a live stream for Saturday. Today's Thursday. I might do one, but there's no guarantee of playing this deck for a stream to see how it goes. I'm low ranked in this, so I'm not really going to be facing anything meta, but like, why not? But yeah, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys think that I'm at least a decent deck builder, because I don't know, I feel like I am. Like, comment, subscribe as per usual, and with all that being said, I have been Omega Ranger, and I am signing out. Bye guys.